miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oregon State's offense will go to work first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to... They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Hatcher. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Beavers will punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they wanted to.
Breaks into the open on the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. They'll run the screen. Smashes ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick give. It's Newberry. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
On the return. He gets a block. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hill. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a catch. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Throwing more. Got a man. It's Stewart. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Moore will throw. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those 2 guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Tries to get it himself. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Moore. The sure hands, it's Moore. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got his man. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. More to the air again. Right side, it's Hooks. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pass. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pulls it on the option. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Hand off again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open up.
He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Beavers will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback changing the play. To the back. There's some room. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Beck's going for the goal line. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying to surge it in. Swamped immediately. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Got it behind the line. It's Nolan. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the red zone, it's Davison. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dante Moore. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Hits inside, it's Hatcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
There he goes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first. Runs through a man, and he might have. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Beavers!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Right now, the Beavers have the Ducks all dammed up as Oregon State extends its lead.
No, you're right, Reese. Oregon State came into this one juiced up, and they've been clicking on all cylinders, David, offensively and on the defensive side.
Well, you can tell they're playing with a ton of emotion, a ton of energy. They're always the underdog. Everybody expects Oregon to win the football game. Oregon State, they have brought it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Beavers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Murphy. Extending the play. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Trying to get started. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is
intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender.
Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Trying to get in the corner. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Beavers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making his first move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20, the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Getting set for the point after. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Number 39, set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, and they get him on the ground right there. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you could talk about how you went out, you dominated.